In Merrily on High, the autobiography of Father Colin Stevenson, a notable Anglo-Catholic priest from the mid-20th century, he tells the following story. A small girl had been accustomed by her parents to staying the length of the sung Mass. At Christmas, they took her to the pantomime, and after 2 hours she gave a deep sigh and said, "Oh dear, this is much longer than Father Stevenson's church." Worship in church should be decently done, and whilst I hope that Liverpool Parish Church can be distinguished from the Liverpool Empire, all liturgy should be offered with the care and the professionalism which we expect elsewhere. We should not be distracted by movements or sounds which appear out of place. Church should not be a pantomime, but it should be somewhere where we can find stimulation and inspiration. Throughout my time at St Nick's, I feel that we have had a particular emphasis on developing all of the church's site to enhance people's engagement with what is around them. Later today, the Vice Lord Lieutenant and the High Sheriff will join us, along with the President of the Liverpool Society of Chartered Accountants and other guests, at a planting ceremony for a couple of trees as part of the Queen's Green Canopy initiative. The trees have been donated by the Society of Accountants as part of their 150th anniversary. In due course, there will be a plaque to mark the occasion, and I'm sure that people will stop and read it. The gardens at church have become a place of discovery, not, I hope, a theme park, but somewhere for knowledge and reflection. If you walk around the gardens, then you'll find sculptures, commemorative memorials, inscriptions, and objects of interest. Next Friday, we shall unveil a temporary sculpture installation on the theme of sustainable housing, with an accompanying exhibition in the narthex. The Liverpool Plinth competition for 2022 is open for entrance at the moment, and we're exploring another sculpture exhibition for later in the year. Inside the building is the same, and visitors come to see the Arthur Dooley sculpture, the Grailboat sculpture, our icons, our font, and many other things. What these all have in common is that they are human creations which take us out of being human. Looking at any work of art should be a spiritual experience, in that art is never about the literal, but about connecting ourselves with concepts and ideas, about opening ourselves to feeling and emotion, and so very often about sensing the presence of the divine. Art does not have to be religious for this to be the case. If you look at the 3 bronze sculptures in the church gardens, then you may be touched by the emotion of the movement in the Blitz Memorial, as a mother and child reach hopefully for the sky, although it was from the sky that the weapons of destruction came. Or you might look at the Derbyshire Memorial and the resonance with grief and loss. Or, of course, the homeless Jesus will connect you with those who are most in need and our God who suffers. Martin Heidegger, an atheist philosopher, wrote of the essence of a work of art, the connection which it creates beyond the literal. Churches should be there to take us in directions we had not imagined, and we can do this through liturgy, through art, and through the unexpected experiences which find us, even when we're not looking for them. But art and liturgy are not confined to the church site. Equipped with what we learn here, we go out into the world and have the same spiritual experience in other places, finding God in the everyday.